Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Teresa here, and welcome to my 2024 art journal series. And I am working in this beautiful raspberry colored distressed page art journal. And today I want to do my cover pages. And I pulled just a couple of kind of random things from my supplies, a couple of pattern papers from Maggie Holmes from Crepe Paper, Garden Party, and Gingham, I think. And then this lovely kind of copper foiled vellum that I want to use for my intro pages. And so first, I already have trimmed the first page off, but I left a little, I don't know, probably 3/8 of an inch strip of that first page, and I'm going to adhere just the inside edge there of the vellum to that bit of the original notebook. And then I'm going to put the paper behind it. I'm going to adhere directly to the art journal page, and that is a pattern paper from Maggie Holmes. And so I am using red line tape for the pages on this journal. The paper in the notebook has sort of that almost, it has a very fiber feel. And so I want to make sure that everything stays tacked down pretty well. So I liked this little floral tag here. It was on the cut apart sheet. And so what I'm going to do real quick is just stamp January. That is an older Cocoa Daisy stamp set. And just placing that at the bottom of that tag. And then what I also wanted to do was stamp a little bit behind the tag to sort of ground it on the page and give it the feeling like it stays there, like it belongs there. So I was just using that little kind of arrow, and even though that's kind of a heavy line weight, what helps to make it work on that page is the fact that I didn't press all the way down with the stamp, and also it's just peeking out from behind the tag. So I went and found a few more things to play with here, mainly my numbers, so I can add the year number and some ephemera twine, and some puffy sticker words as well. And again, all of these are just, you know, random little things from my stash that looked fun and looked like they would go well against this yellow gingham here. So I'm going to add a couple of dots here. This is an older Heidi Swapp teal shine. And for some reason, this one didn't want a splatter, so I just put the splatters where I wanted them. And while that dries, I'm going to just kind of go through the Garden Party ephemera here. I realized that I had a couple of packs of ephemera that I hadn't touched yet. And for one thing, I really like these bigger pieces for art journal pieces. They seem a little large for layout, for traditional layouts or something, but they're really nice for art journal pages, especially the ledger pieces, some of the word art, the tags, just anything that looks fun and pretty, basically. So I set aside that yellow bow and this little green frame. I thought I was going to use those for the number on top of the vellum. But for now, I'm going to work on this little tag. I decided to layer these tags together, one for the floral and the other to use for the journaling. And that way you get a little interactivity here on this page. You can turn the tag, but it also doesn't obscure that floral all the way. So I like how that looks, and I'm just gonna write a few words here about the new year and starting a new journal and what I hope kind of to accomplish through this art journal this year. I missed art journaling last year. I didn't do a lot of it. But this year I wanted to get back into it. I've been watching a lot of Airy Lovely, who is Tiffany Julia over on Instagram. And I really love her style of art journaling. She includes a lot of ephemera and interactivity and flip outs and things like that. And so I've kind of thought that I would style my art journal in some ways like hers. I can't even begin to make my artwork look like hers at all, but I think it really is beautiful. And so I have got these layers all set on this tag. The little fox just seemed like a cute little die cut to add there to the bottom. And check out how everything goes together here. Isn't that sweet? The fox also kind of keeps the journaling tag a little bit to the side so that you know that to flip it. Alright, so when I attached the vellum to the strip of the original notebook paper here, it leaves this little weird kind of tab thing. So I went ahead and cut some more of the pattern paper here. And I'm going to adhere that on both sides to cover that attaching piece. There's a couple of different ways that you can add different things into your art journals throughout the notebook process. And I'm hoping to play with some of those ideas. Obviously, this is one way to just do a little tab. You can use washi tape. You can do a flip out or a spinning element with a brad. So this is a really cute way, I think, to allow the vellum still to show through. Now I've got to figure out what I want to do on this cover here. And the book is still a little bit bulky. One of the things I wanted to say is whenever I start an art journal, I go through and take out a few of the pages in the center of each of the magazines. And that way it will take the things that I'm going to add to it. Because let's face it, we're into adding the layers and the die cuts and the chipboard pieces and all that. And all that creates a little bit of bulk. So in order to try to reduce the bulk, I just go in and pull out a couple of pages. So hopefully that will help relieve some of that heaviness. So I went ahead with the number 24. That's an old number from Felicity Jane. And left out the 20. I think that we all know this is for the year 2024. And then I wanted to use these little puffy words that say strong and brave. And again, you know, just some of the vibe that I'm carrying with me into this new year, and that I want to remind myself that I already have strength and braveness, fearlessness within me, and you do too. So I'm going to wrap up the layout here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you back here again very soon. Bye-bye.